Supernatural activity since you were a child. What were some of your first experiences?
The very first experience I had, I didn't realize it was an ET experience. I was 2.5 or 3 years old, and I was bouncing on the bed like all little kids do. It's really weird the way our house was shaped. There was a tree outside the window, but I guess because the way the houses were, there was really no wind that ever got back there. But this one time, the tree started shaking, and it had little berries on it, so it sounded like maracas kind of. And it caught my attention, so I turned around and looked. There was a lady standing in front of me, and it sounds really silly, but remember, I'm only like 2.5 or 3. She looked like one of the fairy godmothers out of Sleeping Beauty. And I'm like, okay. And she looked very panicked, like she wasn't supposed to be there in the room, and she kept looking over to where my mother and sister were. And she didn't say anything, but I could understand what she was saying. Her lips didn't move or anything. And she looked really nervous, like she wasn't supposed to be there. And she said, just remember, you're not like them, you're one of us. And kind of did the puppy dog head tilt thing. So I turned back around, and when I looked forward, she was gone. One day we were interviewing Andrea Perrin on Edge of the Rabbit Hole. We were all talking about extraterrestrial encounters and things, and so I told her that story, and I was like, I don't know what the heck that was. And she goes, yeah, you do, you know what that was. And she goes, that was an extraterrestrial who was a shapeshifter. And they can shapeshift, they pick something out of your brain, and they turn into that form so you're not frightened. I'm like, oh. That makes a lot of sense now, because I have seen UFOs and things like that throughout my life, and I just thought it was kind of normal at first.